Canada has one of the most unique air defense systems in the world. Unlike many nations that focus on protecting small territories or regional borders, Canada's challenge is the opposite. It must defend one of the largest airspaces on Earth, with millions of square kilometers of land, remote northern territories, Arctic borders, long coastlines, and shared defense responsibilities with the United States. Canada's air defense strategy has been shaped by size, geography, and powerful international partnerships. The result is a system that blends technology, early warning detection, fighter jet readiness, and strategic cooperation under the North American Aerospace Defense Command, better known as NORAD. The foundation of Canada's air defense is early detection. Before any missile, fighter jet, drone, or unidentified aircraft comes near Canadian airspace, it must be tracked at the edge of the continent. For decades, Canada used the North Warning System, a network of long-range radar stations stretching across the Arctic, from Alaska to Labrador. These radars were built during the Cold War to detect Soviet bombers and later ballistic missiles. Even today, this network remains critical. It gives Canadian forces time to evaluate a threat, communicate with Allied forces, and respond before anything reaches populated areas. However, the nature of aerial threats has changed. Hypersonic weapons, low-flying cruise missiles, and stealth aircraft have transformed air defense. Canada understands that older radar technology cannot handle tomorrow's threats. That is why the country has launched one of the largest defense modernization programs in its recent history. New Arctic radars, over-the-horizon sensors, satellite-based surveillance, upgraded command systems, and advanced communication networks are part of this transformation. The goal is simple: detect threats earlier, track them more accurately, and respond faster than ever before. At the center of Canada's air defense response is its fighter jet fleet. For decades, Canada relied on the CF-18 Hornet, a proven and versatile aircraft. It has intercepted Russian bombers near the Arctic, protected airspace during major global events, and supported NATO missions abroad. But as the aircraft ages, Canada has made a generational leap forward by acquiring the F-35 stealth fighter. The F-35 introduces advanced sensors, stealth capabilities, high-speed data sharing, and powerful radar technology. While the number of aircraft may be smaller compared to superpowers, Canada's philosophy is to prioritize quality, interoperability with allies, and advanced technology over quantity. Air defense is not only about fighter jets. Canada operates multiple layers of protection. There are ground-based air defense systems for close-range threats, precision radar stations for Arctic monitoring, rapid response bases in strategic locations, and trained pilots ready around the clock. Fighter squadrons stand alert in both Eastern and Western command sectors, capable of intercepting suspicious aircraft within minutes. Some of the most important operations happen quietly, identifying unknown radar signatures, sending signals, coordinating through NORAD, and escorting foreign aircraft away from Canadian airspace. Partnership is one of Canada's strategic advantages. Through NORAD, Canada and the United States share radar data, satellite intelligence, command centers, and response procedures. If a threat appears over the Arctic, it does not matter which country sees it first. Both nations work together instantly. This binational command is unique in the world, two sovereign military forces unified under one defense structure for a shared continent. For Canada, this means its air defense is supported by the world's most powerful surveillance network and the world's strongest air force. Modern threats require modern technology. Canada is investing in new ground systems to neutralize drones, detect low-flying missiles, and improve data communication between land, sea, air, and space assets. Artificial intelligence will help analyze radar signals faster. Passive radar systems can detect stealth aircraft by tracking how they disturb signals in the environment. The Canadian Armed Forces are also testing how unmanned aerial systems can support air defense. Autonomous drones could monitor Arctic skies, inspect radar stations, or provide real-time information to pilots. The Arctic is central to everything. Climate change is opening new shipping routes near the North Pole, increasing the strategic value of the region. Countries are competing for influence, resources, and transit access. That means Canada must protect not only its land, but also its sovereignty in the Arctic. Future air defense will include more mobile radar platforms, satellite tracking, and patrol aircraft operating from remote bases. Military engineers are designing systems that can withstand extreme cold, storms, and long periods without maintenance support. Air defense also requires coordination with naval forces. Canada's Navy operates modern frigates equipped with advanced radar and missile systems. These ships can detect and engage aerial threats, extending the shield around Canadian coasts and supporting NATO missions overseas. Integration between air and naval systems means that a threat detected offshore can be tracked across the Arctic, down through North America, and intercepted by aircraft within minutes. This multi-domain approach is becoming the future of Canadian defense. Canada's air defense is not only defensive, it also supports global missions. Canadian fighter jets regularly deploy to protect European airspace under NATO operations. They help monitor Russian aircraft near the Baltic Sea and contribute to international security. This experience builds pilot skill, strengthens alliances, and ensures Canada remains connected to the global defense community. The lessons learned abroad are brought home and integrated into domestic air defense strategies. The modernization of Canadian air defense is happening in phases. The first stage focuses on replacing outdated systems and securing Arctic surveillance. The second stage targets new missile defense research, over-the-horizon radar technology, and satellite-based detection systems. The third stage will likely explore missile interception programs, potentially in partnership with the United States. Hypersonic weapons pose one of the biggest challenges. They travel at extreme speed, fly at unpredictable altitudes, and can change direction mid-flight. Detecting them early requires powerful computing, wide-area radar networks, and real-time decision-making. Canada is already preparing for that future. Canada is also investing in training. Air defense requires skilled personnel, radar technicians, pilots, engineers, cyber specialists, and intelligence analysts. They must operate in hypersure situations where seconds matter, interpreting radar signals, identifying enemy aircraft models, assigning fighter escorts, and communicating through secure networks is a complex task. Training programs now include simulation systems, digital warfare scenarios, and realistic Arctic operations. Cyber defense is another priority. Modern air defense systems rely on networks. If a network is attacked digitally, radar stations could be disabled or fed false information. Canada is strengthening cybersecurity to protect ground systems, satellites, and command centers from interference. Cyber specialists monitor systems around the clock, defending against covert attacks. In the future, cyber defense will be just as important as missile defense. Despite its technological reliance, Canada's air defense also reflects its strategic philosophy: deterrence through visibility and readiness. By showing that its airspace is monitored, protected, and backed by NORAD, Canada signals that any threat will face a coordinated and overwhelming response. The presence of modern fighter jets, radar networks, and mobile ground systems discourages adversaries from testing the limits. Looking ahead, Canada's air defense will become more autonomous, digital, and integrated. Satellites will provide instant imaging, AI systems will predict threats, drones will extend surveillance, stealth aircraft will secure the skies, and multi-layered defense systems will protect the Arctic and the continent. Canada's investment today ensures that future generations can remain safe across a vast and challenging territory. In the end, Canada's air defense system is defined by its mission to protect one of the largest airspaces on the planet, defend two countries under one command structure, and adapt to evolving threats. It is a story of geography, technology, partnership, and strategic innovation. And as the world changes, Canada will continue evolving its air defense to remain ready, vigilant, and prepared for the skies of tomorrow.